Assalamu alaikum. Sir, this is the lab 5 in which we had to learn about how to use 16 cross 2 LCD. And to do that, first we were instructed to create our own header file. And I'll explain to you how this header file is actually working. There is a data register of the LCD that is connected to the DDR-C port of the microcontroller. Command register is connected to the DDR-B, and data port is set as port C, and command port is set as port B. What the command port does is that it is used to control the functions of a 16 cross 2 LCD. I mean, and by function I mean that when LCD in simple things like clearing the LCD or shifting the position of the cursor, or even shifting the position of the cursor in a line, or going to a specific column or row in the LCD. So when we have to do perform functions like that, that is where the port B comes in handy. The data port is actually the port that gives out the information to be displayed on the LCD. So the first function that I have included in this library is the LCD initialization. So when this function is called, the command register 0 is set as 0xFF, and data register is also set as 0xFF. That means that port B and port C are now set as output ports. And these are some of the commands that are essential for the working of an LCD. Some of them are also some aesthetic aspects of the LCD, like displaying of the cursor, blinking of the cursor, and things like that. The next function is the LCD command function, and what it does is it takes a specific command, like I've also used in my initialization function. LCDC MD0x0F does is the command that is used to control the blinking of the cursor. So this function does that. There is another function that controls what data is to be displayed on the port. So first, the register select port is set as 1, enable is set as 1 for data, and for command the register select is set as 0, and the enable is first set as 1 and then set as 0. So after that, there is our last function, which basically displays any string. So it takes a pointer type of a character array or a string, and displays it on the LCD. So using these header files and the functions included in them, I have created a code in which I have first initialized the LCD, and then the LCD string function is called, in which I'm displaying this string. And after that, there is another string function. There is a command function that sets the cursor in the second row or the second line, and then displays another string. So we will run this function, and I'll show you how it works on hardware and both on the LCD. So this is the LCD, and if I run, this is what it does. If I change in the string here, let's suppose I say, and then debug the code again, what it does is it will replace the string on the top of the LCD with my name, that is Mobeen. And that is how the LCD is actually working. And this video basically shows what this implementation on hardware will look like.